Catskills, New York. Gramercy Academy, March 23, 1985. Saturday afternoon, 2:30 p.m. The air inside the gym is thick with testosterone and disbelief. 200 people crammed into a space that smells of old sweat, worn leather, and ambition. It's not an official event. No accredited press. Just boxers, trainers, promoters, and those men who live in the shadows of boxing. Always sniffing out the next big name, the next sure bet. At the center of it all is an improvised ring, worn ropes, canvas stained by years of blood and defeats. And there, standing in one of the corners, is a kid. Mike Tyson. 18 years old. 5'10". Tall. That's it. 5'10". In the world of heavyweights, where men of 6'3", 6'5", 6'7" dominate, Mike Tyson looks like he stepped into the wrong ring, like someone made a mistake. He looks small. The murmurs start immediately. Look at his size. He can't be a real heavyweight. They're putting this kid against Bruce? Bruce is going to massacre him. This is a joke. The laughs are low, restrained, but they're there. Looks of disdain, cynical smirks. In boxing, size is law, reach is law, and Mike Tyson, with his 5'10", his 216 pounds of compact muscle, seems to have violated all the unwritten laws of the heavyweight division. On the other side of the ring is Bruce Seldon, 6'5", tall, 238 pounds, square jaw, broad shoulders, long arms that seem capable of reaching the other end of the gym. Bruce isn't a champion yet, but everyone knows he'll get there. He has everything: the height, the reach, the perfect physical frame. He is what a heavyweight should be. And today, he's going to face this short kid that someone had the audacity to bring for a sparring session. Bruce is relaxed, confident. He's already fought dozens of opponents. He's already knocked out bigger and more experienced men. And now they're putting an adolescent in front of him who barely reaches his chin. This will be quick, maybe 2 rounds, maybe less. Cus D'Amato is sitting in the front row, 77 years old. Tired eyes that have seen 1,000 fights, 1,000 broken promises, 1,000 destroyed careers. But those eyes have also seen Floyd Patterson become the youngest champion in history. Seen Jose Torres dominate the light heavyweights. And now, those eyes are fixed on Mike Tyson with an intensity that silences some of the people around him. Because Cus doesn't look at Mike like the others do. He doesn't see a small kid. He sees something different, something he's been polishing, shaping, transforming over the last 3 years. Something that will shock the world. The referee, a former boxer with a nose broken 3 times, calls both fighters to the center. He explains the basic rules. 3-round sparring, no low blows. If someone goes down, protective count. Standard. Bruce barely listens. He's looking down, literally down, at Mike Tyson. The height difference is comical. Bruce smiles. Go ahead, kid. Do your best. Mike doesn't respond. His eyes are empty. There's no anger there, no fear, no visible emotion, just a deep, disturbing void. As if he'd turned off everything human and turned on something primitive, something animal. Cus taught him that. Taught him to enter the ring not as Mike, the kid from Brownsville who grew up on the streets, who was imprisoned at 13, who lost everything. Taught him to enter as Iron Mike, a machine, a predator. The bell rings. Round 1. Bruce comes out of the corner with long, confident strides. He raises his guard, but he's relaxed. His long arms create a barrier that seems impenetrable. How is Mike going to get past that? How is a man 18 centimeters shorter going to reach him? Bruce throws an exploratory jab, a long jab that should measure the distance. It should. Mike disappears. He doesn't retreat, doesn't slip to the side. He lowers his body, bending his knees in a way that seems impossible for a heavyweight, and Bruce's jab cuts the air 20 centimeters above his head. And then Mike explodes forward. It's not a walk. It's an explosion. His feet move with a speed that shouldn't exist in a 216-pound man. He closes the distance in less than a second. Bruce tries to back up, tries to create space. But Mike is already there, inside the reach, inside the guard, and his hands start working. Hook to the liver, straight to the chin, uppercut to the solar plexus. They're not isolated punches, they're combinations. 3, 4, 5 punches in sequence so fast the crowd can't count them. The sound is terrifying. Not the dull thud of gloves hitting body. It's like flesh being crushed, like bone being tested. Bruce retreats, unbalanced. His guard is high, but it seems useless. Mike's punches don't look for openings. They create openings. Hook to the body forces Bruce's arms down. Straight to the face when the guard drops. Uppercut when Bruce tries to protect himself. It's scientific, it's brutal, it's violence as art. 12 seconds have passed since the bell rang. 12 seconds. Bruce Seldon, the man who was supposed to massacre the small kid, is against the ropes. His eyes are wide. Not from pain, but from pure confusion. What's happening? How is he being dominated like this? Why can't he react? Mike doesn't stop. He doesn't give time to think. Doesn't give time to breathe. Left hook to the liver with so much force that Bruce's entire body involuntarily doubles over. His right arm drops, trying to protect the hit side. And Mike was waiting for exactly that. Right uppercut. Rising from the floor like a piston. The fist connects under Bruce's chin. His head snaps back. His eyes roll. His legs tremble. And then, 12 seconds after the start of the round, Bruce Seldon falls. It's not a theatrical fall. Not dramatic. His knees simply stop working. They buckle and he collapses. First the knees touch the canvas. Then the hands. Then the entire body. He's conscious, but his body doesn't obey commands. His brain is trying to process a signal of pain and confusion so intense that it shut down the motor systems. The gym goes silent. Absolute silence. 200 people who, 12 seconds ago, were laughing, mocking, joking about the small kid. Now they're paralyzed, trying to understand, trying to process. Bruce Seldon, 6'5", 238 pounds, one of the biggest heavyweight prospects, is on the floor, knocked out in 12 seconds by a 5'10" kid. The referee kneels beside Bruce. 1, 2, 3. The count is automatic, but everyone knows it's unnecessary. Bruce isn't getting up. Not now. Maybe not for the next few minutes. 4, 5, 6. Mike Tyson goes to the neutral corner. He doesn't celebrate, doesn't raise his arms, doesn't smile. He just stands there, breathing, waiting. As if this was expected, as if this was inevitable. 7, 8, 9. Bruce stirs, tries to push up on his arms, but he's too dizzy. The referee reaches 10 and waves his hands. It's over. Technical knockout. 12 seconds. Cus D'Amato doesn't stand up, doesn't shout, doesn't celebrate. He just closes his eyes for a moment and takes a deep breath. A man who dedicated 50 years to boxing, who saw everything, who thought nothing could surprise him anymore, feels something he hadn't felt in decades. Hope. Not ordinary hope. Hope that maybe, just maybe, he's created something the boxing world has never seen before. Something that will redefine what it means to be a heavyweight. The crowd explodes. Not in applause, in shock, in shouts of disbelief. What did we just see? Was that real? How? People start talking all at once. Trainers stand up. Boxers look at each other. Promoters pull out notepads, because everyone just realized something. Something terrifying. Something that will change everything. Size doesn't matter if you're too fast to be hit. Reach doesn't matter if you close the distance before the opponent can use it. Height doesn't matter if you fight from low to high with explosive power no heavyweight ever had. Mike Tyson just proved something boxing believed was impossible. A small man by heavyweight standards can not only compete, he can dominate, he can destroy. Bruce Seldon finally manages to sit up. His corner is around him, water on his face, towel on his neck, words of encouragement that sound hollow. Bruce looks across the ring, where Mike is being instructed by Cus. And for the first time in his career, Bruce feels something he's never felt before. Fear. Not fear of injury, not fear of losing. Fear that maybe, just maybe, he chose the wrong profession. Because if there are people like Mike Tyson in the heavyweight world, people who move like that, who hit like that, then maybe Bruce isn't cut out for it. Mike steps down from the ring, doesn't wait for comments, doesn't give interviews. Cus puts a hand on his shoulder as they walk toward the exit. People part, literally part, creating a corridor, looking at the 5'10". Kid like he's something different now, something dangerous, something inevitable. A promoter approaches Cus before they leave, Joey Mazzetti, 55 years in boxing, saw Ali, saw Frazier, saw Norton. He looks at Mike, then at Cus. Cus, this kid. He shakes his head, doesn't finish the sentence, doesn't need to. Cus smiles. It's a tired smile, but satisfied. I know, Joey. I know. Mazzetti pulls out a card. Call me. We need to talk about this kid's future, because if he keeps this up, he'll be champion in 2 years. Cus takes the card, but doesn't look at it. 1 year, Joey. Not 2. 12 months and he'll be wearing the belt. That night, the story spreads. Through New York's gyms, through boxing circles, through bars where retired boxers gather to relive old glories. An 18-year-old kid, 5'10", tall, knocked out Bruce Seldon in 12 seconds. People don't believe it. Ask for confirmation, call those who were there, and the 200 witnesses confirm, all of them, with voices still loaded with disbelief. It was real. I saw it. He moves like nothing I've ever seen. He attacks like a machine. He's not human. Bruce Seldon will never be the same. He'll keep boxing, have a decent career, even become champion eventually. But something was broken that afternoon in the Catskills. His confidence, his certainty that size and reach were everything. For the rest of his career, whenever he faces a smaller opponent, a part of his brain will remember a 5'10" kid who destroyed him in 12 seconds. Mike Tyson will go on. 15 months later, he'll become the youngest world champion in history. 20 years, 4 months, and 22 days, breaking Floyd Patterson's record. And in that moment, when the world's cameras are on him, when the belts are around his waist, someone will ask how he got there. And Mike will remember. Remember a March afternoon in 1985, when 200 people laughed at him, when they called him too small, when they doubted, and how he silenced them all in 12 seconds. Because in boxing, size matters, but speed is devastating, reach is useful, but explosive power is lethal. Height impresses, but precision kills. And Mike Tyson proved, that forgotten afternoon in a Catskills gym, that the old rules were wrong. That a small man with superhuman speed, atomic power, and empty eyes could not only compete with the giants, he could tame them, he could destroy them, he could become the most feared man in the most brutal sport in the world. 12 seconds, that's all he needed.